In this video, I am going to show you the best way to explore the Alps. This 800-kilometer route departures from Zurich, Switzerland, and crosses 4 countries until reaching Hallstatt, Austria. In this guide, the road trip takes 10 days, but you can always extend it if you want to spend more time in each place. But just before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And for those that stick until the end, I have a surprise for them. Now, back to the video. We start the journey in Zurich. This city is located in the earth of Europe and is one of the most important financial centers in the world. It also has a unique mix of well-preserved old town and hectic modern life, having a magnificent view of the snowy Swiss Alps. The first stop should be the Swiss National Museum, where you learn the history of Switzerland from its beginnings up to the present day, giving an insight into the Swiss identity and the rich tapestry of the country's history and culture. After that, you should head to Lindenhof, a viewpoint that offers views over the city. Next, I recommend visiting Fraumünster, a church built in 853 and known for its 5 stained glass windows. By crossing the river, you can also visit Grossmünster. This church with its 2 towers is a landmark of Zurich. You can also climb up the Karlsturm and enjoy a breathtaking view over the city. After that, I recommend visiting the Zurich's Art Museum, the largest one in Switzerland. There you can find European collections from the 15th century and paintings from Monet, Picasso, and many others. After that, I suggest heading to Zurich Lake and walking by the Opera House. From there, you can choose to walk away from the city center and enjoy the views of the region along the lake shore. For the second day in Zurich, I suggest visiting the FIFA Museum, where you can see the one and only World Cup trophy and the national soccer shirts of all the FIFA member associations. If you are a fan of the sport, it shouldn't be missed. For the last stop before leaving the city, I recommend going to Uetliberg, a mountain that offers great views over the whole city of Zurich, the lake, and the Alps. From there, you should drive for an hour and a half and reach Vaduz, the capital of Liechtenstein. This country isn't in most travel guides because of its small size, being in 6th place in that category. However, its natural beauty makes it a great stop if you are visiting Switzerland or Austria. The main attraction is Vaduz Castle, where the prince of the country currently lives. Visitors cannot visit the castle because of that, but still is worth stopping there and looking around the building. After that, the Cathedral of St. Florent should be next on your list. This neo-Gothic cathedral holds the graves of Prince Franz Joseph II, the father of the present ruling prince, and his wife, Countess Georgina von Wilczek. Besides that, there is the old Rhine Bridge, which allows everyone to cross the border of Liechtenstein with Switzerland by foot. It also offers beautiful views over Vaduz and its surroundings. You can also visit Gutenberg Castle, located in Balzer, which is actually open to the public. For last, I recommend going to the observation tower of Gafle. It is free, and the only inconvenience is climbing the 4 sets of stairs. After that, you can fully appreciate the beauty of the region, with Vaduz at your feet and Switzerland mountains in front of you. All of these suggestions should be able to fill the second day of the road trip. You could, of course, spend more time in the country, hiking the mountains and exploring this beautiful country. For the third day, the first stop is Lindau, a beautiful German city on Lake Constance. This city is a popular tourist attraction in Baviera because of its scenic location, historic old town, and harbor. Because of that, the first stop should be the harbor, where the lighthouse and the Bavarian Lion are located. If you want to get a privileged view over the city and the Alps, you can climb the 33 meters of the lighthouse for €2. Within the city, you still have the Mungturm, 20-meter-high tower, which was originally built as part of the medieval city fortifications. The Pulverturm and the Diebsturm towers are also old parts of the remaining fortifications. Besides that, the Old Town and the Notre Dame Cathedral shouldn't be missed either. If it interests you, you can book a boat tour across Lake Constance. They ran all year and can take you to other German cities or even Austria and Switzerland. After leaving Lindau, I recommend visiting the world-famous Neuschwanstein Castle. It takes an hour and a half to get there, but it is worth it. This castle was an inspiration for the Sleeping Beauty castle, and it is possible to visit inside. Just buy the tickets beforehand because of its scarce availability. What truly is special about the castle is the natural beauty around it. The mountains and the lake make it one of the postcards of the Bavarian region. If you want to get the perfect photo of the castle, I suggest visiting the Marienbrücke. This bridge is only 15 minutes away by walking, but during peak season you can expect to wait in line to walk on the bridge due to its limited capacity. Not far from Neuschwanstein Castle, there is the Hohenschwangau Castle, the summer residence of King Ludwig II. Visitors can tour the castle's rooms, which offer a glimpse into the life and times of the Bavarian royal family. For the fourth day, I suggest heading to Munich, the capital of Bavaria. This international city is a cultural hub with a wide range of museums and galleries. The first stop should be Marienplatz, the main square of the city. There you can visit Munich's town hall, famous for its Gothic style and the statues of the first 4 Bavarian kings. After that, you can visit St. Peter's Church, the oldest church in the city. It is possible to climb the 299 steps of the tower and spend a few minutes up there just looking over the city. Not far from there, you have a really famous restaurant called Hofbräuhaus am Platzl. It is considered a landmark of the city, and if you want to try the gastronomy of the region, this place should be at the top of your list. Besides that, I recommend visiting Frauenkirche, Munich's cathedral. Munich Residence is a sublime palace complex of 10 courtyards and 130 rooms. The English Garden, a 370-hectare urban park used by the Bavarian, both as a relaxing place and for surfing. Alte Pinakothek is one of the world's oldest art galleries. The Deutsches Museum exhibits the development of science and technology in Germany. The BMW Museum, where you can learn more about the brand and the cars produced in the last decades. And last, the Nymphenburg Palace, the summer residence of the former rulers of Bavaria. The 180-hectare complex is the second largest green space in Munich and is possible to visit the numerous rooms of the palace, including the Great Hall and the bedroom of King Ludwig II. Visiting all of these suggestions would take 2 to 3 days at least, depending on how fast you visit the places. I will leave here even more spots to visit in the city, which could easily fill a week in the city. Nonetheless, it is time to continue the road trip and head to Plan Z. This Austrian lake is the second biggest in Tyrol and has a maximum depth of 78 meters. The clear water and nature around it make it an amazing stop during our journey. Next, we have Greinau. This German municipality is only 100 kilometers away from Munich, but offers views out of this world. First, we have Alpsee, one of the most beautiful lakes in Germany, where it is possible to swim in the crystal clear water during the summer and take hiking trails around the lake during the winter. But what makes this place special are the mountains that surround the region, especially Zugspitze. This is the highest mountain in Germany, and is possible to take a cable car from the lake to the top of the mountain. Standing at 2962 meters high, the peak offers 360-degree views over the 400 mountains that make up the region. On a clear day, it is possible to see as far as 194 kilometers, meaning you can see mountain peaks from Germany, Austria, Italy, and Switzerland. After that, it's time to drive for an hour and reach Innsbruck, the capital of Tyrol. This beautiful city nested between the Austrian mountains attracts tourists looking to ski and hike. But even if that doesn't interest you, it is still worth stopping by. First, we have the Historic Center, where you can see the Golden Roof and visit the Imperial Palace, the City Tower, the Hofkirche, and the St. James Cathedral. Besides that, I recommend visiting Wilton Basilica, one of Austria's most beautiful Rococo-style churches. Ambras Castle should also be on the list. You will find a unique collection of weapons and objects, art and curiosity cabinets, as well as a gallery of over 200 portraits of the Habsburg family. For last, you should take a cable car to Hallstatt, standing at 2,300 meters. It offers incredible views over Innsbruck and the region, and should be one of the highlights of the trip. After all of these suggestions, spending one day in Innsbruck should be enough to explore the city. After that, it's time to drive for 2 hours and reach Salzburg. This Austrian city is known for its history, culture, and being the birthplace of Mozart. Because of that, I suggest at least a day visiting the city. You should start by going to the Mirabell Palace. Built in 1606, it is one of the historic buildings in the city. Its gardens and marble hall make it one of the most beautiful wedding halls in the world. If you are a fan of Mozart, then you need to visit his residence and his birthplace. The latter was converted into a museum about the composer and is one of the most visited museums in Austria. However, what draws the most tourists to Salzburg is the Hohensalzburg Fortress. It is the biggest fully preserved castle in Central Europe and offers a 360-degree view of the city and its surroundings. Besides that, you still have the Salzburg Cathedral and a couple of museums close. If you want to get views of the city from the other side of the river, I recommend going to the top of Kapuzinerberg. After leaving Salzburg, it is time to head to the last location, Hallstatt. This small village is likely the most photographed in the world, and there is a clear reason behind it. The picturesque lakeside church with a stunning mountain backdrop makes it one of the most beautiful locations in Austria. Besides visiting the lake and the old town, I recommend visiting the 7,000-year-old Hallstatt salt mine. The world's oldest salt mine has a mining trail, a salt lake, and a wooden slide, making it worth the visit. To end the road trip, I suggest going to an observatory not far from Hallstatt, called Five Fingers. This viewing platform in the Alps has a 400-meter drop and is not recommended for the faint-hearted. However, there is no better way to end this beautiful road trip across the Alps. And last, as promised, I will leave a link in the description so that you can have access to all the locations I just showed you. Hope you guys liked it. Let me know in the comments what you think, and subscribe so that I can continue to make videos like this. See you on the next one.